What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Enshrouded build. Today we're going to be building sort of a nice lake house. I have a great idea in my head of how I want it to go, so let's get started. We got our beautiful lake right here. I mean, it's more of a pond, but you know, it's going to be a lake for this video, so deal with it. So I do have quite a few blocks and different things I want to build it out of. So let's get started, shall we? I do have an idea of it being sort of like a triple decker type of thing, so let's get started with the floor. Flooring, I would usually go for the most basic one just to save on resources because I don't have that much stuff to build with, to be honest. But I think we're going to start with the deck first, and we're going to use these. I think that's going to look pretty decent. So let's build it out pretty far. Granted, I can't build it out super duper far, but no, fucking screw it. We're going back. Plan B. I like this plan much better. We're actually instead going to be using the rough wood block because it uses a lot less material on fancy shit. So I think we're going to build it pretty good. Let's get rid of this plant. That seems like a good idea. Let's actually get rid of a few plants. You know, I like to clear things out after I start building, so it just kind of gives it the vibe of like, why the fuck is this plant here? So now it's raining. That's awesome, honestly. I don't really care. I love getting wet while we build, as long as the wood doesn't get soft, because that's what happens when wood gets wet. So, basically, this looks halfway decent. I don't want to make it too big and run out of resources in the middle, because I don't have a very, very bad time raging. So, let's start with changing out with our different wood block here. Let's place our door. Maybe we'll place it right down over here. I'm not too sure, guys. We're going to do something like that, and we'll see what happens. On second thought, actually, let's continue building out the deck, or just the platform that it's going to be on. And maybe, do we build up a second floor now with this? No, that would just look weird. Let's continue it, shall we? Let's kind of have it overhang a little bit off to the side. That rock can honestly stay there. Oop, that was a misclick. You don't want to see that again. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Now maybe I'll keep it like that. Actually, it gives it sort of like a this is a sad building type of vibe. And actually, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fun stuff, shall we? So, we're actually going to start building it now, believe it or not. I know, it's the video you clicked on. You thought I was just building a big platform for 20 minutes. Yeah, joke's on you. So, let's go ahead and let's plant this guy maybe right over directly in front of it. I don't know. I'm super strategic, and honestly, I think I might have undiagnosed OCD when it comes to building these things. So, let's place it right here, and I'll probably change it in about 65 seconds. Now this is sort of just going to look like a barn, I guess. But you know what? Whatever rolls at this point. I don't know. I don't care. That looks decent. Yeah, we'll keep her going like that. Let's go ahead. Let's plant out the rest of these right here, and then that'll have our first floor all built out and all looking pretty hunky dory. I think I'm gonna run out of resources in the next minute or so, because when I build up the second floor and I'm gonna have to finish the deck, it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. I'll tell you that much right now. Ah, shit. I was off by one. You gotta be joking, game. You really gotta be joking. Let's fix that. Because that's off also. You know what? Maybe it'll just be like that, honestly. It's our little mistake. It's our secret. Shh. So I think, personally, the more windows you have, the better. So, boy, know what? Maybe we'll change it. I don't know. I'm gonna change this probably like 9 times over in the next 60 seconds, because I am a super indecisive mofo. So, stone? No, that looks weird. Doorway? No, we don't want that. How about we just do one right here, and then we could do, you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? And neither is this lake house. It's gonna be built in a month. Let's get rid of that, and maybe change that out there. I don't really know where we're going with this now, but it's okay. Alright, let's throw in the second floor now. How about them apples? Look at that. That's going to look absolutely swagalicious. I think right in the middle. Nah, right there. Right off to the side, you know. Anything that's put off to the side's the best. Alright, let's, we want rough wood block or the usual block for the... Yeah, we'll just do the usual rough wood block. I don't got too much left, so that is kind of an issue. I will not have enough. You know, I think a second ago, too, I also was like, you know, I don't think we're going to have enough resources for this. But you know what? That's okay. We can fucking have a panic attack in a minute. Alright, I think it's looking pretty baller now, honestly. Don't worry, once the deck on the second floor comes out, it's not going to look as shitty, to be honest. Alright, this looks good now. I'm about to run out of blocks right about now. Oh my god, I need to cut and go get more blocks. So now I think what I want to do is just kind of, you know what, the second floor windows don't really have to matter. Does it have to match the first floor's windows? Probably does, but who's gonna look? We're in the middle of the woods, no one's around. I'm isolated. Who really gives a shit? You know? That tree in the side might be a problem. No, it's not. It's actually, we're chilling with that. Let's put you right there, actually. You know, shake it up. Nah, I'm just kidding. Joking with you. Look at that. That's beautiful. And I think we're gonna be pretty set on this. Actually, then we're gonna put this right here. Yep, we're gonna have maybe the doorway on this side. I'm not too sure yet. I'm undecided, like everything I am. Yeah, we'll do this, and then that'll be the part of the deck. I'm gonna have it overhang out just a little bit more. I think that'll be a pretty cool idea, personally. But if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell notification on to be part of the bell notification army for more awesome Enshrouded builds, tutorials, guides, and all whatnot type of content. So I think we're going to build it out just like that. I don't want to build it out too far personally, because I think that would just look a little weird if it's going to be equal to the deck's length. Or I don't know. I don't even think I'm making sense right now, honestly. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Now let's place our pillars in so this actually doesn't look terrible. And then I think we're going to need to extend the deck out a lot, because I kind of want it to be, you know, you can play bocce on the deck. Don't know why you would want to do that, but if you want to, you know, you can. Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be a lot bigger. How about that? Or it's going to have to make this a lot bigger at some point. Oh, now we're wet. Oh no. Can I build out further down now? Is that possible? No, ooh, that's a misclick, that's a misinput. I don't know if it'll let me build underwater. I mean, we can find that out right now, but honestly, I don't care. No one's gonna be looking, not even me. No one's gonna be like, hey, the pillar's floating in the water. You know what, dummy? It can. It can. Alright, I think that looks pretty even and swagalicious, honestly. Oh, I think we're gonna have to get more blocks now, which is going to suck, personally, because I don't really have enough. Do I want to place more on the top now? Do I want to have, like, an overhang? Honestly, I don't want to. I'm overcomplicating this, like everything I think of. Overcomplicated. We need to get some more blocks so we can actually make progress. And just like that, I'm joking, actually. Let's build up the ceiling and the roof. Let's raise the roof, baby. Alright, I don't even know what type of roof block I'm going to use this. I don't know what type would fit with this sort of vibe. It's basically an upscaled version of Shrek's house. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for, you know? I think it's gonna look pretty decent. Let's go with these, maybe. Actually, this is all I can use, so we're gonna have to go with these, honest. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned with lots more wood blocks, so let's get down and dirty, shall we, boys? Let's see how we're gonna do this. Now, do I want it to be in singles, or do I want it to... You know what, I think we'll keep it like that, and we'll kind of build it out like so. You know, I think this is a faster way to do this. This is a much faster way. I can choose those. So maybe I'll just do the pillars first, for the supports for the railing. We gotta be proper with our terminology here. Let's see. And oops. Maybe get off snapping. Yep, that's what we need to do. Alright, one right there. Look at that, Bob's your uncle. That looks fantastic, honestly. Now we just need to place the rest. So I think this is going to be the very tedious part of it. But it's going to give it realism, honestly, because you don't want to fall off the deck. We're making this thing childproof. I think it's looking pretty decent right now, but it's definitely going to run into some kinks in the future, if you know what I mean. I'm going to be honest, placing the blocks like this, honestly, is a real game changer. I honestly have never done this before in the game. It's honestly so useful. Why did I not do it? You can be so goddamn precise. It's amazing. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. I can put another one right there just because, you know what, we can. Look at that. Now we're going to go do the second floor. See? This looks mediocre at best. Absolutely mediocre. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just, you know, I used the wrong materials. But you know what? We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it, baby. Let's throw one right there, throw one right there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go back to our railing. Because you really don't want people falling off the second floor, because then you're going to fall, you're going to bash your head off the wood. I'd rather have them fall in the water and drown than bash their head and get a concussion, if you know what I mean. Absolutely terrible. Alright, let's finish up this, and then, honestly, I think after that, it's nearly done, which is actually kind of insane. Maybe it's not, honestly, though. I don't know. I'll probably end up finding other things to add to this. Why are we going around the side? I'm not sure. You don't need a front door. The front door is the lake. You swim up to the house. It's like a swim up bar. You've ever heard of swim up house? This is it. First of its kind, baby. It's beautiful. And as long as it stays daytime, we should be able to finish this pretty gosh darn soon. So after placing this door, I came to the conclusion that we actually need to place another door in here, I believe. And then we also need to go through and add in all of the windows, because that'll make it look like a real house. You don't want birds flying in your house. That would be bad. You know what? Imagine eating pancakes in the morning. Beautiful sun's out, just beautiful. Birds are chirping, bees are buzzing, and then a bird just flies right through. Why did it fly through? Because you didn't have windows. Window frames. Yeah. Let's finish up that, and then I think this is gonna be boolin'. Look at that. Honestly, interior again. I don't touch the interior. You guys can touch the interior. I prefer not to, because it just takes too much time, and also resource-wise, I would probably bash my head with a hammer. I will be honest. But I think we're chilling now. We're literally chilling. After standing back, I've came to the beautiful realization that it's actually floating. We don't really want that, to be honest. So we're gonna go head back over and we're gonna add in the supports. But I mean, right now, it looks pretty good. It's just it looks too ghetto, I will be honest. It looks really ghetto. But that's okay. Maybe this is just a ghetto home for ghetto people. Use your imagination. Anything's possible with Popsicle. Alright, this is gonna look good. Add that in right there. Shabing shaboom. Ooh, no, we don't want that. There we go. Make this look even more realistic than it already is. Now you're probably wondering where, if this is a swim up house, where do you enter from? You just climb up the railing. It's very intruder proof. Because not only do you have to know how to swim, you have to know how to climb. So it's two hurdles. Guard dog is just not needed. It's the modern moat for a castle. This is practically a castle. Add that in there, add that in there, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have done it. Unless I think of some other bizarre thing I feel the urge to add. Who knows? It's not a build unless I add in vines, of course, because it has to look like it feels lived in. Honestly, there's not going to be one build where I don't add vines, because it just makes it pop, you know? It adds little pizzazz. It's the cherry on top. Now, I don't want to use too much, though. Using too much for this type of build would not benefit me whatsoever, I will be honest. So we're just gonna do little light bits, just little bits, little flakes. Just little frosted flakes, just little bits. That looks pretty good. Do we want it on the inside? Nah, then it would look abandoned. We don't want that. No one's abandoned here. Let's go ahead and, oop, don't want to hit that, and then we're just gonna honestly just throw in some on the sides, and then I think we'll be chilling, you know? Well, folks, we've done it. It's finally completed. I'm honestly really proud with how this came out. I think this is probably one of my best ones yet, I will be honest. It's just a nice, chill lake house. Probably could have used different type of wood for the railings, but you know what? That's okay. We can fix that one day if I want to. Or if you guys want to just copy this entire thing, go for it. Just use inspiration. I really don't care. I didn't copyright this thing. No, you don't even think it's possible. Can I add it on the roof, though? That's the $1,000,000 question. I mean, I can't. So, honestly, in my head, how I visualized it versus now, I think it looks pretty good. I'm quite content with this, honestly. I might build a house like this and live in it. Just seems happy. Now, the only gripe I have with this entire thing, it's not only the railings that I said, but it's the size. I feel like I could add it in a whole other, almost like a boathouse area, so you can actually swim up. But you know what? That's okay. And you have the interior blank as hell, but that's okay. You can just host dance parties in here. Who really cares? I ain't living in it. I'm gonna tear it down the next 20 seconds. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification on to be a part of the bell notification army. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much